Hello everyone, welcome to Bargain Gaming, where we can play excellent games without busting our wallets. This is episode 42 of 7 Days to Die Revisited. Imagine my excitement when when we finally earned enough points, skill points, perk points to buy concrete mixing. Here's the concrete mixing. I think we just bought that. Here, concrete mixing. And it costs 30. So we bought that. So that means unlocks the ability to mix cement. To make concrete, you also need a cement mixer. so so we need a cement mixer to be able to make concrete. And then it turned out that we need to make the cement mixer. We need the workbench. Like our bullets, we still need to make a workbench. The problem is that the workbench requires another 15 points. I think, right, we looked at it. I think we saw it, right? I think the workbench. Gunsmithing, concrete mixing. I think, where's the workbench? Mining tools, miscellaneous crafting, miner 69er, outlaw, quality Joe, science. Oh, weaponsmithing. Where is the cement mixer, or the workbench rather? I'm not seeing it. Medicine, mystic pistols, the outlaw. I believe it requires 15 perk points. Oh, here it is. Yes, 15 unlocks the workbench recipe. So I guess everything has to be put on hold. There's no point buying, like we bought the ammunition here, and however, because we have concrete mix, we can now produce cement. Like this one, we are producing cement. And so we require a lot of stones to produce cement. So that means the next few cycles will all be invested in getting our stones melted down into the forge. So that means we require more mining. Or can I put these? Let's keep that. We have a lot of stones, so that is not an issue. Okay. So we need a lot of mining. Ooh, what's this? This one, oh, these are regular arrows. We can junk those. We just did that to improve our smithing. Since we have stones, we have feathers, and we have wood, it makes sense for us, while we are mining, to continue to make more arrows and improve our gunsmithing abilities. So let's keep that. So let us get these things. I mean, let's scrap those, and then we can make 15 more. That way we are increasing our, that's how we increase, oops, what? Why is it not responding? It is not responding. Why? What? Oh, because we don't have the stones for it, I think. Okay, okay, okay. I forgot. We don't have the stones. Okay. Anyway, again, we do need a lot of and we will dedicate this, I think, this segment to mining. See, these are mineable stuff like this one. And this one is just stone. Grayish and black, they're just stone. So our main corridors, what I plan to do is that we will have our main corridors stretching north, east, west, and south to be four paces wide. 1, 2, 3, 4. And here, so this is gonna head north. And then while we are breaking this, see, like this looks like a mineable item. Yep, that's metal right there. Yep, that's metal right there. Okay. So anytime we hit sand, we know we are in an area that is rich in minerals. So these are basically just rock again. We're just hitting rock. So like this one, it is not. Ooh. See, those are sand right there. Again, this looks like rock, and this looks like rock. So that is not a good vein. However, we can continue to dig north, or we can continue to dig south. We cannot dig south because this is our main entry point right here, right? And this is going east. East is we have a lot of room going east because I think the center of the map is about right here. So we can keep going east, and then once we hit east, then we can go down to our hotel here, and we can dig north so that they will. That's how we will be able to combine, or to reach, or to connect these two sites. The reason why we want to dig down here and establish a mine in the desert area is because that is where most of the oil is available. Oil is not very common in this game, and if we decide to have a mini bike, then we will need a lot of oil. So I have dug quite a bit into the eastern side, and we have not gone south yet. So it's like, see, these are all gray areas. These are ghost stones. And I think on the eastern side, see, these are stones. These are all stones. Yeah, these are all stones. And usually a torch will not cling to a stone wall. So these are areas that we have not actually dug much. So here, we're just plainly widening the eastern side. Okay, to explain what I find when I'm mining, what I find easier, or I mean, it is. Okay, so these are our 4 main channels, or 4 main like arteries: northwest, and east. We haven't had done a south yet. Uh, so when I started, it's not easy to maintain a straight path. And so what I dug in here is because I found like, yeah, these like this one, that looks like sand, like that one looks like sand. And so I just dug in and tried to pursue the vein. And as long as we have a middle wall here, this is, I think, one column, 1 square thick. It'll help us hold up the roof. Like this one is coal, right? And that is, I think that's rock. Yeah, that's rock. And that looks like sand. So those are interesting things that we can actually, I think this is again rock. Yep. Oh, that's coal actually. That's definitely just simple rock. And so we can see this column actually has some minerals in it on this side. So if this one is stone and this one is not, so we can actually mine this one. So that's why see that one we can just hammer our way through that one. And that's stone also. So we can become more, what do you call this, more like this one looks like it is a mineral. That one's a mineral. That's stone up there. And these, I think that's might be even sand or metal. So I am not sure. Anyway, okay, basic mining. So this is, that's our entrance point. What I want to do when I'm starting out a tunnel, this is how many, what is the width on this one? I think this is only 3. Right? This is only 3. I believe that's only 3. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. What makes sense is just to dig straight in. So like this, just keep digging. That is, see, that's the bottom. That's the middle. That's the bottom. That's the middle. That's the bottom. So just hold down the right trigger and just keep using the left stick to move forward. So that, when you hear that, that means we're hitting the bedrock, and bedrock is not mineable. See, just go straight like this, and we will have, because it's when I started playing this game, I did notice that I was either going upward because I'm not hitting the bottom one, so I was slowly creating a slanting ramp going towards the surface, or I might actually be turning left or right and I'm not digging straight. But this way, just keep holding down the right trigger and just using the left stick to move forward is a good way of doing it, because if we turn around, we can see we have created a very narrow tunnel and it is straight. So, and then like just focus on the middle, so it'll be hitting the middle part, and then back up a bit. Oh, just keep going forward. I think between episodes I will try to level up our construction tools. Again, I will be making like 15 stone axes at a time, and then scrap them and do it over and over and over again. It's very slow because it takes maybe as we go higher. Right now, it takes about 20 axes to get it from not to level, but to get the quality of the axe up by 1 point. Right now, the quality of our axe is 422. So it will take about 20 axes to get it to 423. And then the higher we go, maybe in the latter part of the game, once we hit the purple, we're talking about maybe 30, 35 axes to get 1 point. And so it's very slow, and it's very, what do you call this? It's very boring work actually. It's more like work rather than play. That's why I love hunting. Hunting it's like I said, fishing takes a lot of patience, and then constantly observing our surroundings, and then suddenly, wow, there is a deer or there is a porker, and suddenly it's very, very exciting. And of course, we have our sniper rifles, so it makes hunting a lot easier. Because I remember in my first playthrough, it was so hard. It's like every outing, I'm lucky if I get to spot 2 animals. So here, this is basically, yeah, this will make the, okay, assuming we've done that, right? And then now you create the top part. I mean, you destroy the top part because, and then we head back. And the reason why we want to do this is that in such a narrow, just a 2-space tunnel, and if we're running through it, it costs me, the game, it causes me to stumble. Oh, this is a mineable site right here. That is a mine. I think this is lead. Yep, that's lead. So it is important to be aware of our surroundings. Like this is all lead. Oh, this is iron. Okay, our axe is busted. Let's scrap that one so that we can make, I thought we made 2, right? Okay, yeah, that's the other one. Okay, let's continue to bust our way out of here. I mean, so that we now have a narrow tunnel. And again, the coloration of the rock clearly tells us if it is stone or not, or minerals. So that's something like this one. This is gray and black. So this is all stone. But once you see something like a coppery tint to it, or even black, like with nodes to it, that's coal. That's a coal seam. So again, anyway, by doing it this way, so we create a very straight path. And by having a 3-space, I consider the 3-space or 3-block distance, like middle, top, middle, and foot, like head, body, and foot area, we can travel down this narrow corridor without the game interpreting that we kind of stumbled, because it has happened to me in the past. Like this one, this is our main entry here, And see, we can run like this. But if I did not clear the top part, we will stumble and the game will interpret that stumbling as getting crippled. And that is not very good. So right now we have created a straight tunnel like that. Excuse me, sorry about. So now we can do the middle part. So if we just do this middle part as what we did in the earlier one, so now we can just keep on going. Oh. Okay, we missed this one. So just keep going like this, and then we will have the second. I mean, we will now have a 2-block wide passageway. See, this makes sure that we have a straight line rather than one that starts curving around. So we can just continue doing that, excuse me, all the way to the end, or to where we stop. And then we can now do the top part. So this allows us to create very straight tunnels or passageways. See, now we have a two-level passageway. If we start here, this will now be our third. Okay, so that means this one is relatively narrow. Let us take this back because we need to expand this. Yeah, we need to expand this from here and go all the way down rather than expand on this side. This is the middle one. Yeah, okay. We can continue to expand here. So now this will be a 4-block wide passageway. And while creating these passageways, we should take note of the kind of stones we are clearing, because then we will know, yeah, because we'll come across seams of minerals. And I usually try to work one side of the passageway first. And so if we just continue this all the way down, then we will have no, I shouldn't say continue all the way down, then it will help guide us. Once we finish one side, then we can, what do you call this, post up, what do you call it, put up all the torches on that side of the passageway. And then right now I have temporary torches on the left side also, so I will be taking those things down and then just concentrate everything on the right side. So, and then treat the left side as a work in progress. So anyway, that's what do you call this, that's how I try to be methodical about creating passageways. So this way, then we will have straight and pretty uniform passageways rather than things that curve back and forth. And it's easier for us to travel, especially, and we want to clear up the roof area to up not just 3 but 4 height, because if this passageway is 4 blocks wide and 4 blocks high, we can actually drive our mini bike in here and travel from one base to the other without getting crippled. So that way, see, if we're riding a mini bike, we need that extra headroom. So those are tips for mining, or even just laying out our passageway. So our main arteries, I would call them our highways. And so our highways will have, that's why I have a problem here with, in terms that torches now are just limited to tallow, rather than in the past our torches, oh, what is this? Okay, we can shut it off now. Yeah, we're cooked all of these stuff. In the past, we can use coal to okay, let's put it here. We can use coal to create torches. Now we cannot. So that's something I do not like about the current revision. It's like the fog. It is not good. It just makes the game a bit more difficult. It's very difficult as it is, and I would like to have more breaks in the game. But anyway, so that's all about mining, and that's why. And when we have it well lighted like this, it is very easy. So this is all stone. It's very easy to spot off colors. This is going west, right? So these are stone like this. These are all stone. And so when I spot off color like that, so I just dig in. And if the vein is not deep, I stop like this. Okay, so this is another, yeah, I'm gonna make this also a 4 block width. And as we go in, so this one, this is a, yeah, this is a different color. I think this is, yeah, this is iron, right? This, you can tell immediately. It's very hard. Okay, let us use, okay, this is iron. And sometimes, so it is, okay, there is another iron over here. And we can dig deeper. So like we dig maybe a couple of blocks in. And if there's more minerals, then we can keep on increasing it, increasing the depth, and see if we can find. Apparently not much here, so that means this vein is very thin, so not worth pursuing. Hold on, here we had better deal. This still, oh, this is, I think this is lead right here. So we can tell by the color on the rock, of the rocks. So this is also pretty deep. So I followed the seam or the vein of minerals, and it went pretty deep. So, and I have not so this one. This looks like coal. This is coal, and this one is lead. This looks like coal. Let's try it.